I love you all.
And we love you too.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to the final 2007 Fringe. I know that the afternoon would not be right for you unless I asked you to make sure your phones are off or on silent. Apparently yesterday some of our audience amused themselves in our interval by wandering into the top balcony of the main theatre. Please don't do it, it does upset the festival stage manager and she's bigger than I am. Right, well we have a somewhat varied afternoon for you. Hamburg players are going to be giving us Sheena Wilson's pitch. Then have Jeffrey Archer's Just Good Friends from the AATG. After the interval, Nigel Harvey will be giving a workshop, so if you're feeling brave and want to try out a few things, do stay. And then at 4:30 there will be the FEATS skit, the big traditional thing where you come along to see how many of the in-jokes you actually get. Try to laugh nervously occasionally at the wrong places, it upsets the authors. Good, okay, please take it away.
But I'm not prepared for this. Yeah, thanks again for waiting for me. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm just not ready. That's all I can say.
Okay, so you're out of the running. Emily Gould, not available for presentation. Thank you. Okay, Jack, we can go home now. Can you make the announcement in the lobby, please?
No, wait, Louis, please. I can't be out. I just got in.
The festival is not responsible for appointing a director if you don't present your work today. One of the conditions for acceptance. Sure you read the yellow sheets?
Yellow sheets? But I thought our play was already selected.
It was. Congratulations. I'm sure it's wonderful. Are you okay out there, Jack? Shake a leg, kiddo. I'm hungry and tired. Check the side doors are locked and the booth is clean. There's always at least one clown who sets up camp up there. Time to go, Emily Gould. It's been a long day for all of us.
Yeah, but I came to pick up the rehearsal schedule. That's what's written here at the bottom of the page. Right here on the yellow page.
Scheduling and director's session. That's right, director's session. Now let me see, what is a director's session? Golly gee, Emily.
Okay. Louis, I see that now. But I had no idea that we had to pitch the play today, here, now, in front of people.
But you wrote the play. Do you know what it's about?
Yes.
So, start talking.
But my sister will be here soon. She'll do a much better job.
We're not waiting around for your sister to get here. Sorry, no way.
Oh, please, please.
Well, they might wait. No guarantees.
What do you mean they might wait? Where else do they have to be? Don't directors want to direct? I mean, isn't that what they're here to do?
Look here, Emily, we don't have all night, and we've been here all damn day already. There will be other theatre festivals.
Okay. Okay, I'll do it. I'm going. Oh. The lights, please. Excuse me? I can't see the... Hello? Thanks, that's better. But, could we have more light back over here, because... Okay. Yeah, I'll just move over here. Hello, everyone. Sometimes I can't find my glasses, but I remember them. I'm Emily Gould, no relation to Glenn. He's the right age to be my father. Well, I mean, he was the right age. But I can't play piano. Not that you can automatically play a piano if your parents do, but Also, Mr. Gould was not keen on being scrutinized just like me. Plus, I hum. I enjoy humming. So, that makes 3 things we have in common if you count the last name. I'm honored to be part of the Backspace Festival season at this theater, and I know that you're all looking to direct something wonderful. It's amazing to have so many directors in one room. It's sad and beautiful, too, like a visit to the zoo. I realize that some of you know the original director of our play, Luc Bonchemin. Well, Luc is not the director anymore, which is why you're here. Thank you for your interest, or at least for your interest in the festival. At Furry Mies, we are creative, thorough, and open-minded. And this approach has worked well for us so far. Perhaps you've seen some of our pieces? Anyone? Yeah, no one? So since we applied here, Lucky Luke got an offer to work on something else in Scotland. Very exciting. Yeah, he's been gone for weeks. Pardon me, I'm not usually on stage. Not that it's a bad thing to be on stage. I mean, it's just that I don't enjoy it. Actors, on the other hand, enjoy putting themselves on a big pedestal, and they call it a career. Maybe they are the only people who have understood anything in life. The writer, of course, is different. You know, who wants to include a writer in their immediate vicinity? I mean, let's have a show of hands. Anyone? Exactly. The writer as a species is to be avoided. The other day I was working on a spanking new script at one of those, you know, lovey-dovey script workshops. You know the type. I was sitting 10 steps away from the director, but he always sent a sub-surf to talk to me. You know, it was like spending the day with Jacob Tutu. You know, he'd mumble to the minion, "Can we get the writer to look at that? Can the writer change the last scene?" I wish people would just talk directly to me. I lie awake some nights trying to find ways to change my image. I mean, maybe I look grumpy or closed-minded or, worse, intellectual. I agreed to go to that stupid workshop because for once I was actually keen on participating in a lovey-dove situation. Can you believe it? I mean, I wanted feedback, collaboration, interaction, the usual bunch of nauseating stuff that's supposed to be good for you, like liver and onions or a good sob. At the end of the day, I was not convinced about any of it. And of course, liver is full of toxins, and I can get the iron from some other food that doesn't have a sawdust texture. Plus, if I'm going to cry because something I wrote is a piece of shit, I do not need someone standing over me saying, "Let it out, Emily, we'll do you good. I'm here for you." It never seems to occur to well-wishers that I might have difficulty crying in front of them. This is often compounded by the fact that sometimes I happen to know that they are too dumb to understand anything meaningful about my problem anyway. I mean, this is rather sad because once again it hits home that I chose to write because I love people. And yet the truth is, I cannot stand a lot of them. I mean, after someone you love has gone and trounced on your faith in humanity, how many of you actually give a rat's ass about proving that your mental health is intact? There is no need for a show of hands on that one. are out there. And if you claim to simply move on neatly and cleanly while harboring no gripping, debilitating feelings of anger, then you're either a liar or ridiculously repressed. Either way, please just stay away from our play. The other thing about the writer as a species is their increasingly common tendency to write about being a writer. My whole life has been about writing. I have not, however, ever written about being a writer. I never will, you know. Luke reminded me to write what you know, but then he said that writing about the life of a writer is a smelly cop-out. You know, I can put two and two together. So I did. You know, I get it. He was directly accusing me of being a fake, which I am not. What is wrong with the lighting in this place? Can everybody see well enough to make notes? Yes? Are we okay? Thank you, Louis. Very cozy ambiance, Louis. Okay then, moving on. I know that you're all here because you've expressed an interest in directing, and I still haven't told you about how we envision our project. Number one. Discuss your project. Number two. Outline your expectations and how involved the writer wants to be in the rehearsal process. Okay. If you don't mind, I'd like to jump ahead to number two. I know that potential collaborators can look at the script on file at the theater. Have you done that yet? Any comments about ours? Yeah, good or bad? No one, okay. Well, you know, it wasn't clear that Luke wasn't directing until yesterday. We should start at the beginning. I don't know, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be here. Thank you for your time. Hello? Yeah, we're finished in here? Hello? There has to be another exit. They wouldn't leave all of us in here. Please let me out of here now! Hello? Is there anyone in the booth? They wouldn't leave the place completely, would they? Maybe they're making coffee or gone for a smoke. The backstage phone, yes, of course. Oh. Hello? Yes, is there anyone in the booth? Oh, God. Where's the box office extension? Oh, okay, here we go. Yes, hello, hi? This is Emily Gould, one of the writers. Yes, I'll hold. Hi, Louie. Are you coming back? Yes, I'm asking because the doors are locked. The trip lock? No, I don't know what that is. No, I can't unlock it from here. Of course I don't have a key. They don't give writers keys. Louie, please, I'm not trying to be picky, but pardon? You're all hungry. Oh, takeout. No, thanks. I'm not hungry. Louie, how long will you be gone? Yeah, that's enough time. Oh, yes, Louie, that is just plenty of time. Plenty. Yes, I'll be right here where you left me, Louie. Hello? Hello? Thanks. Hello. Back, everybody. Well, it seems seems that they're giving us all the time we need to work properly. So let's just do that. Please give a brief summary of your play and what the writer wants out of the interaction with the director. Okay. Our play is called Little Charlie Goes to Town. It's about love and it's about courage, or a lack of courage. The original title was Yellow-Bellied Love, because love is like a cowardly bird. Luke's idea. Figures. That title was so lousy, so I changed it. I changed it. So Charlie Love, no relation to Courtney. He's fascinated by a woman he sees walking by his house every day. The play takes place in Nowhere Land, United States. You know, actually it's really in Canada, but Luke convinced me that if it's not set in the US, which is common ground for the masses, then the audience ignores the play and waits for polar bears or mounties to appear. Or they might wait for beavers, pot smokers, and legally married gay people to be part of the intrigue. It can be confusing. Anyway, it could be said almost anywhere. It's a classic love story. Charlie and Ursula meet. They interact. They disappoint each other bitterly and successively until no one can take it anymore, and then they break up. Nevertheless, it is a very happy story. Because thanks to this complete mess of a situation and the fascinating but emotionally unavailable Ursula, our hero, Charlie Love, eventually finds himself. He likes himself anew. He moves to town. Oh, I should mention that they live in the countryside, which of course makes things worse because there are people whispering and passing judgments because they're not in love themselves. The whisperers are forcibly more intelligent than Charlie and Ursula, though, because love makes you stupid. After a few months in town, Charlie moves from small town Ontario to Berlin, the one in Germany. We don't know this when we see the play, but I always explore absolutely everything about my characters, and I happen to know that Charlie moves to Berlin. He likes it there, and even though his German is not great, I am confident he will learn. If Charlie can get over a great and tragic love, surely to goodness, he can learn a language that has a neutral gender and the verb at the end of the phrase. One thing we can take away from the story is that losing love and learning German are similar activities. To succeed, there must be a willingness to accept blindly. How many of you have been to Berlin? Can we have a show of hands? Well, it's an excellent city, you know. Yes, knowledge of Berlin is an asset if you wish to direct this play. People think that writers write because they want to be loved. Yeah, well, that's only partially true. I mean, I enjoy writing fiction because I love people. Well, let me qualify that. I'm not swimming in affection for the murderers, ignorant bigots, selfish or voluntarily stupid or hateful. But I am interested in everyone. Every person that has cried, breathed, and been nurtured by other humans to reach an age of reason and personality is of interest to me. People desire. Whether this desire is for their next lover, or for a rotten piece of meat, or for shoes for their daughter, or the creation of a bridge between two riverbanks, there is desire. Even when desire seems absent, there is still some form of desire. What I really mean is if you don't desire anything, you wish you could desire something. You know, when we're depressed, not a scrap of desire lingers, except perhaps the desire that your heart stop beating and you be released to other things. Is this morbid? Maybe. People and their desires is what makes me write. That is my desire. What does the writer expect while working with the director? Okay. I would like you to direct my play with respect. With a kind, exacting, passionate, benevolent eye. That's all. You know, I mean, I hope we can work collaboratively and, well, I guess that's a bit slim, but it's a terrible thing that we often don't know what we want, but we do know what we don't want. You know, if we have what we want already, there is no need for desire and there is no story to tell. There are no happy stories. Nothing to tell. So how do we know when a collaboration has gone too far? I'd say that it's pretty darn obvious. Let's say my play is about a conservative contemporary middle-class family of 5 cleaning out their attic and finding that the father's grandparents ran a clandestine brothel. They find a receipt box, a few garters, some snapshots of favorite people, slinky linens, you know, the usual brothel stuff. And by following various instructions together, the family can claim a dormant fortune, or they can deny its existence and remain respectable. Fine and dandy, that is my play. But if by the end of the script development process, you folks have a show about 2 nuns living in Moose Jaw during Prohibition, we have gone astray. And no, I am not being picky. Don't ever tell me I'm being picky. I wrote about a brothel, and if you want to write about nuns, fill your boots. Go write your play about nuns and leave me with the brothel. Luke's last postcard suggested that he'd be in Toronto by last week. Sure thing, I'd say he's late. For weeks now, he's been sending emails and postcards saying things like, "I'll be back to help you with Charlie, don't worry." Or, "I will be back to help you before you know it." Can you believe he talks to me like that? Let's clarify one thing, shall we? If you're interested in working with me, one of the things I have to be able to do is count on you. I also need to know that I can share my ideas, and I'll be told if I'm right or wrong accordingly. No sugarcoating is necessary. And if my shyness is a problem, please remember that it is not about you. I am not shy because of you. I'm simply overly amazed by the world around me. And it takes me a while to formulate ideas, and I have a lot to think about. You know, if that makes me a snob, too bad. What I want out of a director is what you want out of a fine friend. Please take note that the word there is friend. Oh, and why not lover, you may ask? Well, that's because lovers are not fine friends. That's why we call them lovers. Obviously, lover and friend are on different planes. Most often, lovers see their love or lust as the focal point, which makes it different from actually being in love. People who in love are lovers too, but they're beautifully rounded. They're well nourished. They're pleased with life, not anxious. They resemble bears living in a healthy summer forest. The people truly in love are not those fancy troll-like beings who roam the streets grinning and muttering about the wonder of it all. The healthy bear recognizes these trolls at 50 paces, and bears tend to ignore trolls. I'm sure you've noticed this. The other thing is, if by some freak of nature a bear-type lover is with a troll-type lover, it won't last long. The troll is like a drug addict. The analogy between love and drugs has been drawn many times, and we don't have time to review that today. The troll-type lover, therefore, despite his or her best intentions, will make the bear-type lover go crazy by drawing them into one of the gamut of the following: unnecessary shows of jealousy, a standard issue lack of clarity or commitment, an ongoing need to leave the country in order to screw things up, or the all-time classics, being a slob, hanging out regularly with 3 or 4 ex-lovers or pseudo-friends while the bear plays alone at home. But what happens eventually? The bear swats the troll a big paw across the face. Boom. Or the bear eats berries and doesn't hear a word. But that's harder to do because most bears have keen hearing. Nevertheless, if the excitement of being lovers remains solid and at the same time the two people come full circle back to friendship, then we have what is called a great love, the love of your life. And that's all I'll say about bears and trolls. So I think that answers the question about what I would like in a director. Basically, a director should be a fine friend and have some knowledge of lighting and all that stuff. According to the festival rules, I can't work alone on the play. I absolutely need a committed, excellent director because I am not going to let this one go. No, I can't. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to beg or travel the globe to disclose my feelings. Those are clear. They always were. I cannot make a lifetime commitment in 80 days, but my feelings are always clear. I can't see how that's not enough. Can you? I will not take the play anywhere else. We've been accepted here. We want to be here. This is the perfect venue and opportunity, and I'll not pass it up. No way. I need this to work well for so many reasons. If there's a problem of loyalty for some of you regarding Luc Benchamin, don't worry. We'll make sure Luc knows who the new director is. You can count on that. My sister, one of my colleagues at Furry News Productions, said that it was a stroke of luck that Luc became busy. You know, I have to say that I now agree. Beware of people like Luc. They mean what they say, but they do what they want. Luc said I have a problem opening up to people. What? You know, I said, Luc, I write about intimate things. Make no mistake, you know, if you write a play, your guts are spread across the boards for all to see. The actor utters the words, but whose bloody guts are wallowed through whose? I want to work with a person who enjoys the script and enjoys life. If you're that person, please leave your name and intentions for the piece in the script box in the lobby or send us an email. I'm Emily Gould, one of the writers. Thank you for your time. You know something? I want to thank you more sincerely than that. This has been the most difficult thing I've ever done, but you've been a gentle and very generous group. Please know that you made a difference in my life. Yes, you did. I feel confident that one of you will collaborate beautifully with us, and I'm just so thrilled to be part of the festival. Excuse me, Louis. We're finished in here. I'd like to leave now. Louis?
Emily, how are you doing in there? We're back. That's all the time we can give you to prepare, sweetheart. We have to finish up now. It's been a long day for everyone.
Pardon me?
I'm letting the directors in now. Emily? Emily, they're starting to wonder if you're going to do your presentation at all.
But...
See, Jack here, he left the stage mics on, and box office tells me you've been chatting up a storm. Good stuff, Emily. That's the only way to go. Are you all set now, love?
Yes, I am.
Emily? Speak up, love. We have to get a move on now. I've done everything I can to stall for you, darling.
Thank you, Louis.
Okay, we're ready here, Jack, so can you take the last sandwich in to Emily and check the lighting, please? Someone's been fiddling with it again, but Jack, make damn sure there's no one in the booth. I'll be going up there in 2 minutes myself, and if I catch anyone uninvited in there, you'll be striking the heaviest sets known to man for the rest of the season. No fooling, Jack. Okay, Emily Gould, we'll be right with you. Take a deep breath, it'll be fine. Emily?
I'm here, Louis. I'm right here.